Well, if you talk to Sheriff Mark Lamb of Pinal County, Arizona, the sheriff there, you got to do something because he deals with it every day, taking the liberty to take some of these images you're seeing right now of creative ways in which migrants try to sneak in here. And the good sheriff was kind enough to say that, I hate to break it to you, it's getting worse. They're getting more creative, and there are more of them, period. The sheriff joins me right now. Sheriff, thank you for taking the time. Some of these images, and we were looking at them here, do not show a crisis that's easing. That's pretty clear. How would you describe it?
No, they don't. You know, we're used to it, but obviously this has increased 100, 200% for us. But this is definitely a crisis, and this is what we're trying to get our politicians in Washington and, frankly, get America to understand. Those images you're seeing, we're getting people running from us on a daily basis, and then they do what's called a bailout. Well, they run from a vehicle. That particular vehicle you saw pictures of, they had 7 people bail out of the cab of that truck. We found 8 more undocumented aliens in the back of that truck. And this is happening to us every day. We just finished dealing with one a couple hours ago where we had to use stop sticks. You know, and then they come in, you see they're wearing camouflage clothes. They use things like this, which is a carpet shoe. These are folks that are not here to claim asylum. They are dressed in camouflage shoes or camouflage clothes, carpet shoes. They are trying to come into this country undetected. We have no idea what kind of criminal history they have, what gangs they represent. Honestly, it's a disaster for us, Neil. And I appreciate you bringing light to it.
No, I appreciate you at least providing the proof. We hear this talk all the time. You decided, I must have had a point, Sheriff, where you just said, this is ridiculous. I'm actually going to show the world this. And that's why I'm very happy you did, just to bring it to people's attention. Now, the Homeland Security Secretary at the border today, I don't know if you had a chance to talk to anyone in the administration about this, but what would you tell them?
I would tell them we got to get back to securing the border. That's first and foremost. You know, with all these children coming in, you're right. We do want to take care of these children, but we can't keep taking children and women every day. You have to stop the bleeding. You've got to secure the border. They need to go back to the policies that President Trump had implemented, put the pride aside, and get back to those policies, because what they're doing is a disservice to the American people right now. They are putting our communities at risk. We just had to release a letter on behalf of one of the sheriffs out of Massachusetts wrote a letter. Over 275 sheriffs signed on to it from 39 different states. That should tell the American people how bad this issue is for us. It is affecting the communities across this country, and we want it to stop. So my message would be, let's secure the border, and we'll help you fix this problem.
Do you think the numbers and these are people and individuals you caught, Sheriff, but many more, even beyond your jurisdiction, are getting through? What do you think that percentage is?
Oh, the percentages. I mean, when talking to some of the agents from Border Patrol, in 1 week, I had 10,000 people come through. They caught 5,000 of those people, so at least half. And of those 5,000, wow, 2,500 of them were not from Mexico. These are staggering numbers. We cannot sustain this in our communities in these states, nor can you sustain them throughout these communities. And remember, there's always the element of the human trafficking and drug trafficking that comes with it. We're standing up as sheriffs. I started an organization called Protect America Now. You can check it out at protectamericanow.com. Sheriffs coming together to stand against this.
All right, Sheriff, we appreciate this, the images and getting to know what you're dealing with every day, because sometimes we talk in all vague, generalities about what's happening at the border. To see this and to see the crush of individuals trying to get in here of all types and backgrounds, when our focus is on migrant minors, we're missing the far, far bigger and more worrisome picture. Sheriff Lamb, thank you very much. Be safe, and thanks for all you're doing.